Erev Tov l'kulam, bruchim habayim. Good evening, everybody, and welcome. Welcome to Israel and welcome to Jerusalem. On behalf of our hosts, Israel's Ministry of Tourism, and tonight's sponsors, the Municipality of Jerusalem and the Jerusalem Development Authority, we are thrilled to have all of you here with us tonight to officially mark the beginning of a beautiful new relationship between Israel and the Travel Agents Federation of India, representing the leaders of the Indian travel and tourism industry. My name is Michael Greenspan.
And I'm Divya Vitlani, and I'm going to say Shalom, Michael.
And I'm going to say Namaste.
Well, it's absolutely a privilege and a pleasure to be here right in Israel and at the host city, Jerusalem. TAFI has held its yearly conventions in many of the most wonderful destinations across the world. But this is the Federation's first ever convention here in Israel. So, welcome to the Holy Land, and dear TAFIites, we absolutely appreciate your participation. So before we begin off, and as we welcome you to the TAFI Convention 2015, let's give you all a huge round of applause and welcome you all. We are ready to begin. But first, our national anthem. May we request all of you to kindly rise up. once again. Let me extend a special welcome to the Ambassador of India to Israel. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together, Mr. Jaydeep Sarkar. Also accompanying him this evening is his lovely wife. May I request all of you to please put your hands together for Mrs. Minako Sarkar. Well, some of us had already a chance to see some of Israel. The rest of us will do it for the next few days ahead. But for all of us here, this experience is a very, very special experience. Israel and India are so different from one another, but yet...
And yet, they do share a lot in common. Both of our countries have a wealth of history alongside numerous and impressive modern achievements. Both are home to a variety of religious and ethnic groups, and both are proud of their colorful traditions.
And that brings me to a point where I'm going to take you through one of our traditions that we consider very, very divine back home. Ladies and gentlemen, the lighting of the lamp ceremony. They say whenever a lamp is lit, it spreads all new hope, all new brightness. Of course, this is also our way of a divine beginning for an auspicious start and seeking the blessings of the Almighty. We equate light with wisdom because light dispels the darkness of ignorance.
You know, Divya, that's not all that different from Jewish tradition and the significance of light in Judaism. Jews light candles every Friday, every Sabbath Eve, and for 8 nights during our Hanukkah festival, which we call the Festival of Lights. To light our lamp tonight, to mark our coming together in this place, we invite to the stage
the Ambassador of India to Israel. Ladies and gentlemen, may I request you to please put your hands together and welcome Mr. Jaydeep Sarkar.
The Director General of Israel's Ministry of Tourism, Mr. Amir Halevi.
May I request the President of Travel Agents Federation of India, Mr. Zakir Ahmed.
The Secretary General of TAFI, Mr. Pradeep Lula.
The Chairman of the Convention Committee, Mr. Bharat Shah. Along with the Co-Chairman, Mr. Rajat Bagalia.
And representing the Municipality of Jerusalem, please welcome the Director of Incoming Tourism and International Relations for the city, Mr. Eli Nachmias.
Now may we request the gentleman to kindly do the honors. And ladies and gentlemen, may I request you to kindly join our dignitaries as we seek the blessings, and this is what we call a perfect divine beginning.
And thank you very much to all of our lamplighters.
We request you to kindly take your seats.
So we've now shared one Indian tradition with you, and we're about to share another one. A traditional dance performed to a song called Pushpanjali. Divya, did I pronounce that correctly?
Absolutely. But let me tell you, the performer who is coming up on stage has an Israeli twist. Her name is Yael Tarnotina. Michael, you will have to help me there.
Pretty close. Yael Tarnotea. Spoken like a real Israeli, anyway. We all break our teeth with this language. Divya, like many young Israelis, Yael took a trip to India, and in her case, the trip changed her life. It was there that she first encountered Indian classical dance. She went on to train intensively in order to bring the Kuchipudi dance to audiences in Israel.
In this performance, she offers flowers to Lord Vigneshwara, asking him to remove all the obstacles coming in the way of success. She also bows down to the great gurus, the great writers, the great dramatists, the musicians, and the audience who help promote this divine art.
And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Yael Tal Notea. Ladies and gentlemen, Yael Tal Bartea, Notea.
Well, what she took us through is the oldest Indian classical dance form from the southern part of India, from the state of Tamil Nadu, the Bharatanatyam. In fact, Kuchipudi is one of the forms of the classical dance forms of India. Ladies and gentlemen, what really must be noted here is the beautiful facial expression, the eye expression, the rich costume and the jewelry, and of course, the Israeli twist. In a country where tradition speaks, diversity delights, culture echoes, ladies and gentlemen, in our true style, can we appreciate this fantastic performance this evening? Thank you. And with this, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to now invite our distinguished panel of speakers onto the stage. May I request the Ambassador of India to Israel, Mr. Jaideep Sarkar, to please join us up on stage. May I request the Director General of Israel's Ministry of Tourism, Mr. Amir Helevi, to please join us up on stage.
The President of TAFI, Mr. Zakir Ahmed, please come up. The Honorable National General Secretary of TAFI, Mr. Pradip Lula. The Chairman of the Convention Committee, Mr. Bharat Shah. The Co-Chairman, Mr. Rajat Bagaria. Please join us up here now.
May we request you to kindly take seats, please?
Please take your seats, gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we give them a round of applause, please? Well, the welcome is incomplete till we don't do it in our style, Michael, and we truly believe the warmth is through the flowers. So may I now request the President of TAFI, Mr. Zakir Ahmed, to kindly do the honors and hand over the flowers, the bouquet, please, to the Ambassador of India to Israel, Mr. Jaideep Sarkar. Now may I request the Secretary General of TAFI, Mr. Pradeep Lula, to kindly do the honors and hand over a bouquet to the Director General of Israel's Ministry of Tourism, Mr. Amir Halevi. Thank you.
Our congratulations and felicitations to you all. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our first speaker of the evening, the TAFI Convention Committee Chairman, Mr. Bharat Shah. You have a microphone on your desk.
You want
Please.
His Excellency, the Indian Ambassador to Israel, Shri Jaideep Sarkar, Director General of Israel Tourism, Mr. Amir Halevi, dignitaries on the dais, friends from the media, distinguished heads of various associations, esteemed and learned speakers, and fellow delegates from across the borders. Shalom and Namaskar. Living up to TAFI's tradition of selecting destinations which have much to offer but need an awareness boost in the Indian market, this time around our choice zeroed in on the land of creation, Israel. Past experience shows the quantitative leap that our conventions have offered the host countries, and we are sure with what Israel has to offer, besides pilgrimage packages, this one will also do just the same. Some of you who have been on the pre-tours have seen that Israel has several new things to offer, several products that can be very innovative for the Indian market. Frankly speaking, there were initial teething fears in terms of logistics and support, but all these disappeared after the first few minutes of our meeting with Mr. Pini Shani, Director Tourism of Overseas Markets, and our Israeli friend in India, Mr. Madha Hassan. We then decided to accept the challenge, and here we are. The committee at the national level then put on their thinking caps to ponder on the theme. The challenge of change is indeed very apt in the current scenario when almost every element in our lives feels the impact of change. In a larger perspective, major challenges are being faced globally due to climate change and has activated the panic button amongst all the countries around the world, whatever be their political differences. TAFI too faced a related challenge when the Turkish Airways flight from New Delhi carrying our first batch comprising over 100 delegates was cancelled on the 19th. This was because Istanbul went under an unseasonal snowstorm which was beyond our control. Taking the challenge head on, we did succeed in bringing a few of these delegates to the convention on alternate dates and routes. In our narrower perspective, think of those days of manual ticketing, life without the CRSs, our healthy revenue streams, and compare to recent times of e-ticketing, challenging revenue streams, transparency due to technology, and these changes challenging. In an earlier convention, our keynote speaker, Mr. Shashi Tharoor, had compared travel agents to tigers losing their stripes. To correct you, Mr. Tharoor, we are more like cats with 9 lives, and still in the first life. We adapt and embrace change and convert challenges into opportunities. TAFI leads by example, and I am happy and proud to announce today that we have produced a mobile application for Android phones for this convention. The iOS application will also be launched in the next couple of days. A first time ever, by using technology in the land of technology. Go to Google Play Store, search for the TAFI app, and it's all yours for free. The entire convention with the speakers and the dates and the schedules and the pre-tours, post-tours, it's all there on your phone. Over the next couple of days, we have a panel of eminent, learned and experienced speakers who will guide us through the maze of challenges and modes of capitalizing on them. Acknowledging the key support received from the Israeli Ministry of Tourism and appreciating their warm hospitality, I must thank each member of my team, particularly our proactive techno-savvy co-chairman Rajat Bagaria, and each member of our National Joint Council led by our dynamic and youthful President Zakir Ahmed, for their unstinted support to make this convention and sharing my sleepless nights. Due to logistical issues, mostly to do with air connectivity, we had to restrict the delegates to around 500. Many were left disappointed, and unfortunately a few could not make it due to the flight cancellation. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience caused and also thank those who waited patiently and ultimately made it here. Die-hard TAFIites, after all. On behalf of the team, I wish each one of you a wonderful time here in Israel and hope that together with the land of creation, we open a new chapter in exploiting each other's tourism potential. Let each side gain by this association. A special request to our friends from the media to seize up this opportunity and play a catalytic role by giving this wonderful land as much exposure as possible in the forthcoming issues of your publications. Thank you.
Well, thank you for the welcome address and setting the context, sir. Now may I request our next speaker, the President of Travel Agents Federation of India, Mr. Zakir Ahmed, to please come forward.
His Excellency, the Ambassador of India to Israel, Sri Jaideep Sarkar, Honorable Deputy General of Israel Tourism, Mr. Amir Halavi, and other dignitaries, members of the media, dear TAFIites and my colleagues on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, Shalom, Namaste and good evening to all of you. Several decades ago, one of the Israeli founder leaders, Mr. Herzl, said, if you have the will, it's not a dream. What was true then is now true for TAFI as well. At the outset, let me welcome and thank all of you for attending this annual convention of the Travel Agent Federation of India in Israel, the land of creation. From the very word go, Israel authorities have been very positive and enthusiastic about hosting TAFI. They have been very supportive and understanding to accommodate the convention because they have recognized it's a win-win situation for both sides. From a marketing point of view, they need the footfall, and TAFI in return need to explore an educated membership for the new emerging destination that has tremendous growth potential. Let me confess something honestly. If a year ago, someone had told me that TAFI should organize his annual convention in Israel, I would have thought it is improbable. For reasons that are difficult to digest, movements of tourists between Israel and India has been limited. But such is the power of change, that when you apply your mind, the impossible becomes possible. When we were deciding to have this convention, we knew we will have a lot of difficulties. But TAFI decided to take up this challenge. It would have been much easier scheduling it in a run-of-the-mill destination. But TAFI has always believed in being a pathbreaker and innovative because it believes Israel is a destination for future and we want to be the game changers to enjoy the first movers advantage. Initially, critics had called TAFI over-ambitious in looking at Israel, but hopefully we have delivered in our commitments. Which is why, frankly, it was one of the contributing factors for TAFI to choose this convention theme as the challenges of change. Life teaches you not to close your eyes to any change. Topsy-turvy miracles can happen overnight. Kings to common man, politicians to marketing gurus, financial biscuit to movie stars, all have learned this lesson. Some would say at their own peril that change is omnipresent. But as a good book tells us, change is only constant in life. This is true for one and all, and this includes us travel agents too. I do not have to tell you, but all of us are more than aware of the market dynamics, where change is being introduced on a daily basis. TAFI felt every agent may not grasp the bigger picture, and therefore we need to create awareness and educate ourselves how the challenges of change have to be met. For this year, we have lined up eminent speakers to talk about all this, including some from Israel too. Ignore all this development at your own risk. But do not forget that now humble cell phone, which we all take for granted now, was developed in Israel. Also, on the other hand, Israel has, among other things, in the field of technology, agriculture, IT, etc. Indeed, if there was a change in thinking on both sides, it is because of the exploration of growing strong ties between the government of both countries. Exchange and cooperation have become more frequent and intensive, and both governments have vowed to take it to the higher level of the roadmap. Obviously, there are challenges to be met before ties are consolidated. The issue of flights and visa need to be evaluated. Currently, to Tel Aviv, only El Al is operating very limited flights from Mumbai. And because India is such a diverse country, the airline needs to have a greater market network penetration, especially flight to Delhi. Larger capacities are needed, which means operating bigger aircraft. Promoting the destination is one thing, providing the capacity is another. It's a catch-22 situation. One will not happen without the other. As regards visas, procedure need to be smoothened and streamlined without compromising on the security aspect. For example, e-visa has to be introduced soon. Israel should also look at example like other countries. If Indians are holding a US or UK visa, they can apply online and get a visa on the same day. I am confident that this will stimulate Indians traveling to Israel. Last year, I believe, that's about 35,000 Indians visited Israel, which is only 1% of 3.25 million today, 2 million total arrivals into Israel. India has an outbound market of 15 million today, which is growing at the rate of 15 to 20%. And believe me, Indians also are one of the highest spenders, so Israel can easily cash on it. Admittedly, Israel has already taken some initiative in this matter, and we in India appreciate these moves. Last year, they have set up a dedicated tourism office in Mumbai to enable them to realize higher growth arrivals from India and to serve as a catalyst between Indian agents and Israel. They have also taken a conscious decision to graduate from being a destination that has its USP, the Holy Land, to one that is a modern, sophisticated, all-inclusive, one that promises great MICE and leisure travel. I'm confident that this measures will stimulate tourism to Israel. And if the past is any experience, it is only a matter of time before Indian flocks to Israel in larger numbers. Every time TAFI has held a convention anywhere, it is soon followed by a growth of Indian visitors. Such is the influence and the impact of the TAFI membership. Our annual convention is a stepping stone to success in evaluating the destination of preferred choice. Here is a friendly tip. Israelis better be ready for the influx. Coming to Jerusalem, it's a wonderful exhibition of the old world and modernity. Religion and spiritual coexist in perfect harmony. With all the trappings of contemporary life, culture, cuisine, shopping, attractions, and nightlife would give any other city a reason to celebrate. Tel Aviv, like Mumbai, is a city that never stops. The economic and culture center is throbbing with life and vibrancy. Next, you have the Dead Sea, the lowest point on the Earth's surface, 1,200 feet below sea level, where everyone floats in the water, which has a wellness benefits. And then you have the kibbutz, a unique lifestyle experience, which is a showpiece of community living and a strong welfare system. Yet, on the other hand, is a must-resort city. And you cannot leave without seeing Haifa too. Be that it may, Indian travel agents are also facing a lot of business dynamics and changes. Online working is now widespread and prevalent. I strongly urge our members to embrace this technology and not fight in flimsy grounds. The reality is, it is here to stay, and sooner you fall in line, the better it is for you. Coming to the running and administration of this great federation, our various chapters are doing a great job of being a wire media between the members in the Apex Committee. I would be falling in my duty if I did not acknowledge the unstinted effort and valuable contribution of my colleagues on the Managing Committee and various chapters. Our unity is a strength, and I'm sure this harmony relation will continue in the years to come. We have also received tremendous support from our back office staff. In reference to this convention, I would like to thank the convention team, especially the convention chairman and the co-chairman, for putting up a great show. With this, I would like to thank all of you for coming here and gracing the TAFI Convention. I'm sure all the delegates who have taken the pre-tours must have a great time. Jerusalem is a very vibrant city. I'm sure you'll enjoy the 2 half-day tours planned for the delegates. Those taking the post-tours will also enjoy their stay in Israel, the land of creation. Thank you all once again, and a great convention.
Thanks to Mr. Zakir Ahmed. As he said, the only constant is change. Dealing with constant change is the job of our next speaker. Please welcome the Director General of Israel's Ministry of Tourism, Mr. Amir Halevi.
His Excellency Ambassador Jadid Sarkar, Mrs. Sarkar, TAFI President Mr. Zakir Ahmed, TAFI Secretary General Mr. Pradeep Lula, honorable guests, Shalom and welcome to Israel, welcome to Jerusalem. Like in ancient times, your pilgrimage to Jerusalem was full of challenges and surprise. While some of you experienced the storm in Tel Aviv, others the snow in Jerusalem and the floods on the way to the Dead Sea, my job took me to Eilat, the forever sunny city, for the jazz festival, and the weather was comfortable and pleasant. So you see, Israel is so small, but it has much to offer, from completely different weather, just miles away, to great views, the green north, the desert in the south, variety of sports activities, and good food. The state of Israel invests many resources in India. And the Ministry of Tourism decided to put India at the top of our priority list. Many come from India to see and learn about the new Israeli technology developments, especially in agriculture and water. We see tourism as another layer of strengthen the connection between the two countries. We want to see you and your clients here as tourists in the Holy Land, as visitors who come here for vacations and tours. The Indian tourist can enjoy many adventures in Israel like nowhere else. It is a small country. You can get anywhere in just a few hours, many different sites that will suit different markets in India, religion, leisure, and incentives. Issuing visa from India to Israel is relatively easy and faster comparing to the past. And we will work to make it even easier in the future. Here in the audience are representatives from the Ministry of Interior and I would like to use this opportunity and thank them for the hard work of issuing visa to all of you in such a short time. The Israeli cuisine offers a variety of foods that will fit the Indian tourist. In addition, there are great Indian restaurants, and the Indian Jewish community here in Israel is leading it. The ministry's representative in Mumbai. We have here our Hassan Medach, that most of you know him, that is working with his staff and with Judah for sure on the Indian cooking workshop for Israeli chefs as part of our efforts to properly welcome you and your clients. On behalf of the government of Israel and the Minister, Dr. Uzi Landau, I welcome you again and wish you a pleasant visit and good stay. Bring Indian tourists to follow you and help us to create bridges between the two countries. Thank you and shalom.
Thank you, sir. Now, may I invite India's Ambassador to Israel, Mr. Jaideep Sarkar, to please share a few words. Good evening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to be here, and I congratulate all of you for choosing the historic city of Jerusalem as the venue for your convention this year. At the outset, on behalf of the Indian community in Israel, I wish to extend a very warm welcome to the Travel Agents Federation of India, in particular to Mr. Zakir Ahmed, to Mr. Pradeep Lulla, to Mr. Bharat Shah, and to Mr. Rajat Bagadia for having arranged this, and to all members of the TAFI family. A very warm welcome to all of you. On behalf of the Indian side, I also wish to thank your hosts, the historic city of Jerusalem, in particular Mayor Nir Barkat, who couldn't be here today, and of course our dear friend Amir Halevi, who knows India very well and is a good friend of India. In fact, we were waiting for your visit quite eagerly because we were hoping that you would bring warm weather from India. And indeed, today the storm has cleared, but we are still 25 degrees centigrade behind Bombay. But I hope that will change in the days to come. But I can tell you that having lived here for 2 years, the cold weather is no reflection of the very warm hospitality of the Israeli people, of the great affection and warmth that they have for India, and also their very strong desire to bring the people of our two countries close together. Friends, I was observing the caption on this place, Israel, the land of creation, and indeed this caption has a very deep meaning. Not only thousands of years ago, at the dawn of humanity, but even in contemporary Israeli society. And I do hope that all of you will have a chance to experience the tremendous creativity and innovation that you will see in Israel, in all walks of life. With these words, I wish you all the very best in the days that you have here, a very successful conference. And I hope that as a result of your efforts, many more Indians will learn to say Shalom, and many more Israelis will learn to say Namaste. Jai Hind.
Mr. Ambassador, thank you very much for those warm words. It was a pleasure hearing them. I think all of you deserve to give yourselves a hand, not only for being here tonight, but for what you're doing, because India's travel industry, much like Israel's, is constantly reinventing itself, innovating new services that expand its reach and improve the quality of its offerings to the public. For this, there is very good reason to say thank you to all of you and to present some special mementos to the visionaries here on our stage who are making things happen.
So along with the mementos, I think we're going to add our touch of warmth, the shawl. To do the honors, first and foremost, may I request Ms. Urvashi Dogra. She's the managing committee member of TAFI to please join us up on stage and hand over a small token of appreciation to the Ambassador of India to Israel. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jaydeep Sarkar. Our National Managing Committee member, Mr. Bashir Ahmed, to kindly come forward and hand over the memento to the Director General of Israel's Ministry of Tourism, Mr. Amir Halevi. May I call upon stage Ms. Aditi Binde, she's the Treasurer and the Managing Committee member of TAFI, to kindly hand over a small token of appreciation and the shawl to Mr. Eli Nachmias, who is representing the Mayor of Jerusalem this evening. Good evening. request Aditi also to please join us up on stage. Ms. Aditi Bhinde. Representing the Mayor of Jerusalem this evening. Thank you. We just now heard that the Director General of Israel's Ministry of Tourism, Mr. Amir Halevi, wants to hand over a small token of appreciation to Mr. Zakir Ahmed. Mr. Bharat Shah, please. Mr. Bharat Shah, please. Mr. Amir Halevi to do the honors. And finally, now may I call upon Mr. Dev Karwat. He's the Managing Director of Travel Well Tag Cover More to please come up on stage and felicitate the TAFI President, Mr. Zakir Ahmed, representing the travel fraternity as a token of appreciation for his support and contribution. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a round of applause? Thank you. And with that, gentlemen, we request you to kindly take your seats as we have a little bit of entertainment in store for this welcome evening.
And a big hand to all of yourselves for being here with us in Israel and in Jerusalem.
Let me tell you, before we begin off with the next few minutes of exclusive entertainment on our very first evening, the TAFI brand color is red, and of course, it's considered very auspicious whenever we talk about the color red in India. And that's exactly why we've chosen a red color ribbon, which says, "You are the lucky winner," chosen on it. Michael, let me tell you, the big star of India, Amitabh Bachchan, hosted a hot seat. And we want to find out of so many delegates and guests this evening, who's that one lucky winner who will walk back with a little gift that we have in store if they're on the hot seat.
Is it me?
No, you're definitely not sitting. How this really works, the red color ribbon which says, "You are the lucky winner," printed on it. I'm going to give you a little clue. Kindly listen to my clue very, very carefully, because post the clue, there will be 30 seconds of music that will be played, and that will only be your time to check if you are on the hot seat. If you are, if you get the ribbon, let us know so that you get a tiny little gift that we have. The red color ribbon which says, "You are the lucky winner," printed, ladies and gentlemen, here goes my clue, and your time that begins off, is kept underneath one of the chair in this hall, and with the music, your 30 seconds that begins off. So I request you to look underneath your seat. If you're that one lucky winner who can trace that red ribbon and get lucky this evening, the first very evening, it has to mention that you are the lucky winner. We're going to give you 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Let me inform you, we haven't kept any red ribbon at all. We've been traveling. This is the welcome evening, and Michael, I think you agree. Look at those smiles. This is something that
I'm amazed they're still awake.
because there was a little spirits served just before we started. Well, of course, the spirits are going to flow in more. But ladies and gentlemen, now that we have your smile, we have a very short piece of entertainment this evening, and I promise you it's going to be absolutely exclusive. So, if you're ready for it, now that we have your smiles, can I request all of you to give the hugest round of applause as we begin off with the entertainment this evening.
Now, we'd like to begin by telling you that you have not been here long enough. This visit is way too short. There's so much more that you won't have a chance to see here, so it's guaranteed that you're going to be coming back again. And that includes right here in Jerusalem. I don't know how much you've seen, but you've only seen this much of what there is. So we put together a short film clip to show you a bit of what you might have missed. Please roll the video.
I'll request you to draw your attention onto the AV screen, please. Now that you kept your attention on that video, let me take you through a very exclusive performance. This is called as the video dance. Let's take you through the beauty of Israel, but this time, ladies and gentlemen, in the most unique form. Keep your attention up on this main stage. Right after the video, we get you something exclusive, the video dance.
Someday wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. Be where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, and the dream that you did to, oh why can't I? Well, I see trees of green and red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white and the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, singing, how do you do? They really say, I love you. I hear babies cry and I watch them go. They'll learn much more than we'll know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. Be where trouble melts like a lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. The dream that you did to, why, oh why can't I?
Ladies and gentlemen, Shelley Ben-Noon. Thank you very much, Shelley. That was beautiful.
What she took us through was a special sand art, and I think we can give her a huge round of applause. Our sand artist this evening. So, the last act, I'm excited about this act, and whatever backstage we tried getting it right, please help me again, Michael. This act, ladies and gentlemen, is performed by the local dance team,
Mechula.
So now you heard it. But what I'm excited about is this local dance team will perform a performance that runs in our blood as Indians. We love Bollywood. And they're going to take us through a Bollywood performance. So ladies and gentlemen,
Mechula Yerushalayim. Jerusalem dance. Please welcome them.
Hey dola re dola re dola re dola. Hey dola re.
Home, home,
Jerusalem dance.
No, you know what I'm going to say? The Bollywood style. And we will appreciate them in our own Bollywood style. May I request all of you, along with applauses, ek do seetiyan bhi ho jaye. Can we give...
Well, Divya, I don't know what we can do to top that, except perhaps eat. Oh no, there's one thing even better than food. A few announcements.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly make a note of a few announcements because the rest of the evening we want you to completely enjoy network. But before that, kindly make a note. The departures this evening from this convention center will begin off at 10:30 p.m. with the last departure being at 12. Tomorrow, we request all of you to kindly assemble here by 9 in the morning, which means that you can enjoy your breakfast. And by 8:15 in the morning, the buses will be ready at your respective hotels to get you right here to the convention center. We request you to kindly make it a point that you carry your badges and visiting cards, and also Wi-Fi is available. All you need to do is download the TAFI app so that you're in sync with everything that's happening at the convention. To download the app, all you need to do is go onto the Google Play Store and search for it. Well, this app is sponsored by Discover the World. And for all the Apple users, we shall inform you once it's available.
Well, all that remains to say is that I have to teach you something. Be, te, a, von.
One.
Bete avon. Which means bon appetit. Have a great dinner. Have a great evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And just before I say goodbye to all of you, let me introduce you to my co-host. Michael is just not an MC, but also a director for the Israel movie. So please give him a huge round of applause. He's going to be with us on the final evening as well.
And Divya is a goddess. Enjoy yourselves.
Thank you.